table, and they go by 5-year plans for children who'll be 5 now, 10 in a few years, and how they're going to perceive their new world. They're getting ready for it now. They're training them for it now to be quite normal. And so this is just the educational part. It's time to implement this stage of the agenda. They know exactly how much to push, of course, because they've already prepared us all for the present agenda, and we accept it. We're always prepared in advance for everything that comes along, mainly through little bits and bytes of information from scientific expos on the media, and we also get it through all fiction. All fiction has it in it now, the coming system that you have to live into. And for 30 years now, sci-fi has been pouring out this dystopic future with a small group elite running the world, a scientific elite, of course, always a scientific elite who are in charge of all food rationing and so on, who live a very good life, by the way. And then there's the masses, who are still working for them in their closed cities where they're dependent upon their masters for everything as long as they toe the line.
And China actually has those closed cities for their worker drones who are even locked in their neighborhoods at night. Meanwhile, the globalists are doing everything they can to shut off the resources while telling us that it's naturally happening, but then we have all their own manuals admitting it. Please continue.
Yeah, and it's all done by stages where they introduce new crisis. There's crisis after crisis. And you think about life before 9/11 happened. It was fairly static to an extent, and no major changes, drastic changes, are not, certainly not a whole bunch of them all at once. And since 9/11, it's been crisis after crisis after crisis, and this is the technique of a revolution. It's their revolution, not ours. And they're bringing the last phase into being. And this phase, of course, will last up to about the year 2050 or so, as they drastically reduce the population, again, through food rationing. But this is not new, because the United Nations was set up, really, to help coordinate all of this. You need a massive...
Well, the British 200 years ago developed the reservation concentration camp model, and then it was used on the Native Americans. And then we have the British manuals that are in the Library of Congress, how to give them the smallpox blankets, how to open the wounds of the soldiers onto it.
Malthus put out lots of instruction booklets, educational booklets for the British Empire, how to run their colonies, how to keep peasants at a working level, but not too bright, too strong to walk off at night or run away. And so they had the whole diet scheme figured out. That's why diet is very important to it, and that's why rationing is coming in to help us get to that stage. Strong enough to be kind of pliable and workable, but not too smart enough to do anything about it. And this is all part of it, too. So that was introduced into the British Commonwealth.
That's right. They have manuals on how omnivores are less aggressive when they're mainly on the vegetarian diet, but that were designed and triggered under especially a red meat diet with the hormonal endocrine interfaces to become more predatory and aggressive. They don't want that for us. They want us docile, grass-eating creatures for them to more easily roll over us.
Oh, yeah, and they talked, when Britain went to India, they talked an awful lot with the Brahmins, very interested in their culture, because the Brahmins had kept that very system working in India for thousands of years. And so the people were taught a religion that made them vegetarian, and you can also restrict, of course, even what you give them for a vegetarian, which makes them even more pliable and not too bright. It's down to a perfect science. They know everything that you need to eat to keep you bright and healthy and so on.
Well, that's right. The anthropology and archaeology and biology shows that the brain, CC-wise, begins to grow even larger with even just a few generations on a red meat diet because it has the fats and oils needed for brain development.
Well, the British soldiers in World War I, they were never fed properly before they became soldiers. They came from all walks of life, generally the industrial towns and cities where meat was pretty expensive, very expensive, and very scarce for them. And they found within the first, the average recruit was 5'3", by the way, at the age of 16, 17, 18. And within 3 months of getting a high protein and meat diet, he would sprout between 3 and 6 inches. And that's how starved they were. So all this had been tested out on populations before, including Britain. Yeah.
And they had to give them meat, though, to get them ready to kill, because the Germans were gobbling meat and understood that. It's all scientific. So right now, they're really rushing all this out. It's been accelerating since the staged event of 9/11, but in the last year, it's like they put the afterburners on. I mean, they are just out in mainline news saying, we're going to kill you at 65. They're not even denying death panels now. They're saying, we're going to kill you. I mean, we are murderers. They are saying, we are murderers.
Yeah, you've had write-ups in the British papers. Again, Britain is the flagship for the world to follow, remember. And they're talking about putting up euthanasia booths at street corners, very much like you saw in Soylent Green, where you just get rolled in, hear some classical music.
Or Children of Men. They're getting us all ready for the suicide.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And so, it's a scientific dictatorship. This was all promoted by Bertrand Russell, who helped set up the system we're living through now. He was a big promoter. He attended all the think tanks, put forward lots of ideas along with Aldous Huxley and his brother Julian Huxley from the United Nations UNESCO. And they had it all planned out for this phase that we're going through now, how the society would be turned into a society where there'd be very little marriage at all, massive promiscuity, but very little births. And that was supposed to be encouraged. Of course, they've done that. They've been successful with all of that. And everyone's divided now. No one's got a family to stand up for them anymore. So government is the boss. And so now they can just rampage ahead with all the rest.
That's right.
Of the
That's
agenda.
why the Romans had to build that wall in central England, because they could never conquer the Scots, the only group that they could never conquer, because they were so family, tribal-oriented, kind of like Afghans. They would die before they did it. But now the Scots have been brought to heel quite nicely.
Oh, yeah. Again, through their diets. They were ruled by London for a few hundred years, still are. And again, too, we've got to understand that the basic premise as well from all of this is how they pick the leaders of countries and those who are the politicians who are still lower level, but they're higher level than we'll generally see. Scotland's a very Masonic country. You couldn't get a job in Scotland that would pay you any kind of money unless you were a Freemason. And it's the same thing in this system, too. The higher Freemasons are picked out at university level, especially Ivy League. And if you're an operative Mason, that means that you must attend every meeting when you're called. That could be 3 in the morning, whenever, to show you're very eager. And that's how they pick the future prime ministers, etc., and politicians, the ones who will get up and be an operative Mason, do what they're told, never ask why, and never ask the consequences of their actions.
Yeah, all the modern presidents, prime ministers, MI5, MI6, CIA, Sarkozy in France, all of them, Vladimir Putin, they're just all secret society agents.
Yes, and they must prove their worth, and that's the whole case with it. They've got to be eager, they've got to show that they can go to parties and not get too drunk. They must not be loose-lipped, because they're monitored more than anyone else. You see, the system is based in a more on the Soviet system and a hyper-Soviet system. They've announced in the declassified records of Russia that there was so many dossiers on all the bureaucrats working for the Soviet system, way more than the average person, the pro at the bottom, because they had to make sure that those are the ones, just like George Orwell showed you in 1984, those are the ones who must be gung-ho and always put on the good face for the party, believe in the party, that kind of thing. And their telephone calls, everything was monitored.
Stay there. We've had a bomb go off. We told you the feds were getting ready to start detonating those all over. I will be right back.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
As many people know, ever since President Nixon took us off the gold standard, the U.S. dollar has been devaluating. What people don't know, however, is how this directly affects your personal finances. Is there a way to protect your portfolios from losing value? The answer to all of this is gold and silver. They both have maintained their purchasing power for 6,000 years. If you had $100,000 in cash and $100,000 in gold and silver back in 1913 and kept them until now, your cash would have the buying power of only $4,800, but your gold and silver would have the buying power of $3 million. The answer to protecting your assets is simple. Call John Ballman today at 1-800-686-2237, extension 169. Get all your questions answered before your money is worth zero. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 169. Take action today while we still accept paper dollars for gold. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 169.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Hello. At OfTheField.com, we strive to empower you with wild food preparedness. We get lots of amazing positive feedback, most of which we feature on OfTheField.com. Here's a small sample of all that people like you have to say about the wild food experience.
It's inspiring for many who are affected by the recent downturn of the economy.
I already knew a bit about foraging and edibles, but you take it to a whole new level.
1,000?